We lost one of our own a couple weeks ago, and I've just been really thinking about that, feeling my feelings about it. And one of the things that I really appreciated about the person we lost, her name was Elle. She was a patron for 2 years and my weekly student for 2 years. So we got to be friends, and she brought so much joy and amazing music to this community. And I just wanted to do something to honor her, and give us a chance to kind of say goodbye and just thank her for all the music she brought us. So I have gone through all the live streams that I've done on my Patreon where people requested a song, and I've collected all the ones that she suggested. They're all so good. She had like the best taste, or at least she had the same taste as me, because every time she brought a song, I would be like, oh my God. And like so many of these songs ended up becoming like my favorite songs of the past 2 years, that I've just been listening to them over and over and over again. And so I'm just really grateful that she was a part of our lives, and I think that she would want us to listen to the music she loved. She was very passionate about the music she loved, and it was so much fun talking to her and feeling with her all the music. So we're going to listen to as many of these songs as I could find, and also I threw in a couple of her favorites, even though they weren't like new songs to anybody, but just ones that meant a lot to her. She is the person who introduced me to the Dillinger Escape Plan. I had heard about them. I didn't know anything about them though. And she told me, she's like, let me guide you into the Dillinger Escape Plan. Because if you just kind of dive in, it might scare you off. It's not the most accessible music. And I was like, okay, I will gladly accept your guidance. And so she played me these 3 songs first. So let's start with those. And I love them. I've been listening to them like regularly for the past 2 years. They're so good. And then I have listened to some more of the Dillinger Escape Plan since, but I agree it's a really different product, I guess, that they delivered. These are more melodic. So the very first one I heard, and she played it for us in a live stream, is Widower. It's from Option Paralysis, and it is so good. It features Mike Garson on piano.
You are a face in the crowd. I threw myself onto you. I tried to take you away. I didn't know how to do, but I could not give you the most. Some things I said were never true, yet still we clung to a ghost. I feel so bad you never knew. I felt like you should know, but I could not tell you so. When you walked away, I
talking about how amazing the drums were. They were so tribal. Is my mic really soft now? Hang on. How is that? Is that better? Loud and clear? What's going on? You can hear me? Okay. All right. Sorry. I was just talking about, okay, so I just think that song's so incredible. It really caught me off guard there. There's a recording of me hearing it for the first time, and Elle loved my reaction so much. She sent that video to like all her friends who loved the Dillinger Escape Plan. I was like, she gets it! And I was just like so blown away by the powerful vocals. And there's tons of flat six chords, so that always gets to me. The drums are tribal, and the kind of jazzy Mike Garson piano kind of floating around, and that section at the end where he's like na, 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 na. It's so good. I was trolling me as a ghost machine. Oh yeah, that drummer is amazing. Okay, I'll keep an eye on the chat because everything's discombobulated. Okay, guys. The next song we're going to listen to is the next song that she introduced me from the Dillinger Escape Plan. And that's One of Us is the Killer from One of Us is the Killer. This is another amazing one.
Free.
she was a huge Nine Inch Nails fan as well. I just can't remember what her favorite Nine Inch Nails songs are, unfortunately. And she loved Trent Reznor, and she loved, she loved metal, but she also loved like really haunting stuff. But a lot of it was more rock based. But she also loved like Aurora and Björk and, a lot of Icelandic folks in this list. So there's a couple more Dillinger Escape Plan songs that she exposed me to, but I'm going to go ahead and wait on those just to, move to different things. I'd like to listen to a song that she exposed all of us to on a live stream within the last year. I am going to play Cocteau Twins. Yes. Or I guess we could do that one next. Yeah, we can do that one. So last year she, I've been hearing about the Cocteau Twins from all of you for a while, and I hadn't really taken the time to listen to them. But I knew Elizabeth Fraser was in that group, and we were talking about them, and she said, ooh, one of my favorite songs by Cocteau Twins is Bluebell Knoll. And she said it's because it's beautiful. It has like a harpsichord kind of sound. And also she would sing in this like made up language. And this one, I guess she's singing in that made up language. So it's really, really cool. So yeah, I can listen to that one. Bluebell Knoll. Since listening to this one, I heard Summerhead and think it's gorgeous and have been listening to it a lot. Okay. Let's listen to Bluebell Knoll. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Ah, it has a bit of a timeless feel to me, which I really like. Hey! Dillinger Escape Plan Milk Lizard just started playing automatically on my phone. God, just her, everything about that song is just gorgeous. So she played that for me in a lesson, and I was just like, holy crap. So beautiful. Now, in that vein, let's listen to this Aurora song. So she was really getting into Aurora. If you don't know who Aurora is, she's an Icelandic singer. And she's, I feel like a lot of people in our circle have heard her. And she's like a very talented, ethereal imp. I don't know, just amazing. I just absolutely love what she's making. So this is actually a alternate version of a song on her latest album called Nothing Else Matters. Everything Matters. I'm sorry. Everything Matters. It's kind of a live recorded version with another artist, a French artist, I think, named Pomme. So they're doing these like harmonies, and oh my God, so gorgeous. I highly recommend, I'll put the link in the chat. Hopefully it won't get deleted. Sometimes it does that, but you should also go home and watch this performance.
I'm driving your car with you, sleeping in the seat next to me like a baby. You twist and you turn, you are traveling fast like a bird in a dream. Look at it go, look at it dance over the sky like a rocket. A love machine, a cinematic dream, so pure that it hurts when the beauty is lost in the speed. 'Cause everything matters to me. To me, to me, to me, to me, to me. You're a part of the dawn where the light comes from the dark. You're a part of the morning and everything matters. And we are an atom and a star. You're a part of the movement and everything matters. To me, to me, to me, to me. I'm watching a storm turn into form in the clouds of the world like a bird. It dances and it twirls on top of the world. It is good and it hurts. Look at it go, look at it dance over the sky like a rocket. A teacher, a simulated dream, a cure for the hurt and the pleasure you feel is real. You're a part of the dawn where the light comes from the dark. You're a part of the morning and everything matters. And we are an atom and a star. You're a part of the movement and everything matters. To me, to me, to me, to me. To me, to me, to me, to me, to me. Quelque part avant l'aube, quand la lumière veut nous voir, quelque part dans le monde, un oiseau s'endort sans bruit. Toi et moi, dans la nuit, on trouvera quelque part où déposer les fleurs qu'on a cueillies. Part avant l'aube, quand la lumière veut nous voir, quelque part dans le monde, un oiseau s'endort sans bruit. Toi et moi, dans la nuit, on trouvera quelque part où déposer les fleurs qu'on a cueillies. Part avant l'aube, quand la lumière veut nous voir, quelque quelque part dans le monde, un oiseau s'endort sans bruit. Toi et moi, dans la nuit, on trouvera quelque part où déposer les fleurs qu'on a cueillies. Promis, 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 promis.
So Elle brought that into a live stream we did for vocal harmonies. I basically just asked everyone to bring in like a song that had vocal harmonies that they, loved or wanted me to kind of break down. And that's the one she picked. I was like, oh my gosh, it was such a gold mine. It's so, so beautiful. The recorded version of that song is really gorgeous too. So definitely go check out Aurora. That one's called Everything Matters from The Gods We Can Touch. It's a great, great record. Staying with the Icelandic, let's listen to some Leprous. Percepti says, is there anything you can tell us about what Elle was working on in her lessons with you? Yeah. She had, within the last year, she had gotten to the point where she was writing her own original music. And I have a request in that I've sent to her friend who's going to hopefully ask her family just for permission to, play her music for everybody, She wrote one song called The Dark at the End of the Tunnel. And, we'd been working on it, and I actually had transcribed it to piano because it started out as a piano piece. And it was inspired by, maybe we were looking at scales that Trent Reznor uses. So it's Phrygian dominant, I think. This one, let's see. Come on, piano. The Great Below is written in that. And she came up with this piano thing, theme, and then she came up with more ideas, and it turned into this whole song, and it was all piano at first. So, and she's not a pianist, so I forget how she did it. Maybe she wrote it down somehow, and then I would play it back to her, and then, we'd anyway, it was really, really cool. So I have that sheet music, and so what I'd like to do is play it as a full piano piece and then share it with everybody, just so you can hear what she made. She did fully produce it, with a beat and some atmosphere and stuff too, which is cool. And I think everyone should be able to listen to it because it's on her Patreon page. And then she also had written something for one of the musical challenges that we did. I can't remember. I think it was I gave you guys a short melody, and you could do anything, or sequence of notes, essentially. You could do anything you wanted. And she came up with this super cool kind of synth baby. It was kind of dark and broody, and it was really, really neat. So I have that as well. But that one she only shared with the Patreon. So, I just want to be respectful. But she was so talented. We did a bunch of ear training, and her ear was so good. She picked up on everything super fast. And then we were doing humming, so that, to humming things like minor third, things like that. And we would also sing lines of songs that had musical interval references in them. And after just a few lessons, I was like, oh my God, you have an incredibly beautiful voice. And she's no one ever told her that. And she grew up thinking she didn't have a good voice. And I just couldn't believe it. So that's a sad thing. I mean, I'm grateful I got to hear it, but a lot of people didn't get to hear her voice. And it was just really, really beautiful. So she just had a lot of talent. And I'm comforted by the fact that after writing those songs, she said that was one of the best things she's ever done. And the process of making music was so incredible to her. And I'm glad she had that, and that she made such cool things. Because she was a fiction writer mostly. So that was her main creative outlet. And then she kind of tried music, and she was like, oh my gosh, this is it. And she was really proud of what she made, which was a cool feeling for her too. But yeah, I mean, she basically got to the point where she could analyze a song the way I do in those 2 years. She was amazing. So anyway, She was also like one of the funniest people I've ever met, and we just laughed all the time. We just couldn't stop. And we both had like sort of, easily distracted minds, so we would like go off on tangents all the time, like best friends, and it was cool. Okay. Thanks for asking. All right. We're gonna listen to Leprous. So she brought in Leprous is also Icelandic, I believe, and this guy's voice is something else. If you haven't heard, so let's see. She brought in Captive and also Below. Oh, let's start with Captive. That might be the most syncopated thing I've heard in my life. I'm like, still don't really know what's going on, but that's incredible. Those vocal harmonies are, oh yeah. But she just loved his voice. I had listened to one Leprous song before that. I'm trying to remember. It was a much like chiller vibe, and I think it was from that same album, Melina. I'm pretty sure. But you like would not have necessarily known they were kind of metal-ish, you know, from the song. It was a little bit more restrained, but just such a gorgeous, gorgeous voice. Progtastic. Okay, so it's prog. Okay, got it. I was like trying to search for the right genre. Metal didn't feel quite right, but it was like, but yeah, there's another one that she suggested, which is Below, but we'll move to something else real quick. Okay, we got to listen to Fresh Tendrils by Soundgarden. This was one of her requests. And I hadn't heard this one too much. You would have probably, I don't know if this one was even on the radio, was it? She loved Chris Cornell's voice. That is, I think she brought that in because it was like a blues, I think we were talking about the blues. She was like, is this bluesy? We're like, yeah, it's very bluesy. Now this one's cool. I actually can't remember how it sounds. I just remember thinking, once again, Elle nailed it. This is Alien by Lamb. I remember it being a little bit unusual. She always liked the things that were a little unusual.
This was a body, now it's a home for you, my little alien. I feel you moving, it's oh so strange. Do you like the music? And I'm a happy home. What's it like in there? Yeah, I'm a happy home. I hope it's cozy in there. If home's where the heart is, that's where you are. My heart is right there. So long I've waited to be quiet, so occupied. Mysterious being by you. I'm a happy home. What's it like in there? Yeah, I'm a happy home. I hope it's cozy in there. This was a body, now it's a home for you, my little alien. I feel you moving, it's oh so strange. Do you like the music? I'm a happy home. What's it like in there? Yeah, I'm a happy home. I hope it's cozy in there. I'm a happy home. What's it like in there? Yeah, I'm a happy home. I hope it's cozy in there.
Okay, yeah. I remembered right correctly. It is an unusual song, but really cool. She just thought it was neat, and she knew, something about how it was made. I think that's really cool. Yeah. Let's switch gears. I still have quite a few songs of her, that she suggested that I want to get through. or share with you. We might not be able to get to all of them in this stream, but I will create a playlist on my channel so that you can listen to all of them if you're enjoying her taste, and I'll add to them as I remember other ones that she brought to our lessons. But I really, really want to play a couple more of the Dillinger Escape Plan songs that she loved, and her favorite Tool song. And I also really want to play this song that she introduced to us called Anhedonia by Chelsea Wolfe and Emma Ruth Rundle, that's been circulating up here for the past year. And it's one of the saddest. It's like that warm heaviness of sadness in a song. So let's listen to that one, Anhedonia.
I know it all comes
So beautiful. So the next one I'd like to play is Magic That I Held You Prisoner, Dillinger Escape Plan, also from One of Us is the Killer. And then after that, we're going to go right into Dissociation from their album Dissociation. The last song I want to play for this live stream that Elle loved was Parabola by Tool. And this is her email signature. This body holding me reminds me of my own mortality. Embrace this moment. Remember, we are eternal. All this pain is an illusion. So we'll end with Tool. And thanks for coming. Thanks for doing this with me, so we can just, say goodbye and honor her and what she brought to our community. So I will see you all soon in my next video or next live stream. Thanks, guys.
Choosing Each other's is unknown.